Okay students, class 11th mathematics CBSE. Today we are starting a new topic, that is geometrical progression, in short GP. Okay, in this topic we will learn about the general term of the geometric progression, the sum of n terms of the geometric progression, and we will also learn how to find a particular number of terms in geometric progression and insertion of n geometric mean between given two number and a simple geometric mean whenever two numbers are given. Okay, so all these topics are included in this video. Okay, so let us learn or know the meaning of the geometric progression. A progression is said to be geometric progression if the succeeding term and preceding terms are in a particular ratio. Okay, means the ratio of succeeding term and preceding terms is always constant throughout the progression. Okay, means if A1, A2, A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on, An are n terms in geometric progression, are n terms in geometric progression GP, then the ratio of A2 upon A1 means second term to first term is equals to R. Is equals to R, and this is also equals to the ratio of A3 and A2 and A4 and A3 and so on An minus 1 means the ratio, when the ratio of succeeding term to the preceding term is always same, then the progression is said to be the geometric progression. Okay, so the terms, so this sequence A1, A2, A3, A4 and An is said to be the geometric progression. Okay, now what type of terms will be there in geometric progression? Okay, means the terms in geometric progression. So if A is the first term, then we know that the ratio of second and first is R. So A2 is equals to AR, means second term will be AR. Second term will be AR, third term will be AR square, and fourth term will be AR to the power 3 and so on. Last term will be AR to the power n minus 1. Okay, so terms in geometric progression will of the form AR, A into R square, A into R to the power 3 and so on AR to the power n minus 1. AR to the power n minus 1. This is the last term. This is the last term or the nth term or the general term of the geometric progression. Okay, so general term of the geometric progression, that is AR to the power n minus 1. This is denoted as An or L, that is equals to AR to the power n minus 1. Okay, this is the general term. By using this formula we can find any number of terms, 100th term, 200th term or 1000th term can also be found using the formula An is equals to AR to the power n minus 1. Okay, now this is the general term. Now we will find the sum of n terms. But before this, common ratio. This is common ratio. So common ratio is equals to common ratio. This is called as common ratio, as this is common in all terms. So common ratio is equals to succeeding term succeeding term divided by preceding term. Okay, so A2 oblique A1, this is the common ratio. Okay, now we will find the sum of n terms of a GP. So write down the topic, that is sum of n terms of a GP. Sum of n terms of a GP, geometric progression. Okay, so we know that AR square and so on, AR to the power n minus 1. These are the n terms of geometric progression. Okay, now adding all these terms, this is equals to Sn. This is equals to Sn and equation number 1. Okay, now multiply this Sn by R. Multiplying this Sn with Rsn, and this is equals to AR. So write down one step ahead. A into R plus AR into R square plus and so on plus AR to the power n minus 1 plus AR to the power n. Okay, after multiplying equation first by R means common ratio. So left hand side will be R into Sn and right hand side will be A into R square, A into R to the power 3 and so on, AR to the power n minus 1 plus AR to the power n. Okay, now this is equation number 2. Now subtracting equation 2 from first or first from second, we will have Rsn minus Sn is equals to, subtracting first from second, AR we cancel AR square we cancel AR square and so on, AR to the power n minus 1 we cancel AR to the power n minus 1. So the left terms are AR to the power n minus a. This is the remainder or what will left, that is AR to the power n minus a. Okay, now taking Sn as common, R minus 1 and this is taking A as common, R to the power n minus 1. So Sn is equals to A into R to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. Okay, this is the sum of n terms of a GP. Sum of n terms of GP geometric progression. Sn equals to A into R to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. Okay, now we have some particular cases or we have some results out of this formula. Okay, if R is greater than 1 and if R is less than 1, then Sn is equals to A into 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R. Okay, this is if R is less than 1 and this is if R is greater than 1. R is greater than 1, then we will subtract R from 1, means R to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. If R is less than 1, then we will subtract R to the power n from 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R. So these are two formulas. Okay, now if R equals to 1, then what will be the sum? If r equals to 1, then Sn is equals to a plus a r to the power 1 a plus a plus and so on plus a n times. So this is equals to n into a. So Sn equals to n into a if r is equals to 1. If r is equals to 1, then Sn equals to n into a. Okay. Now the sum of the infinite number of terms of a GP. Sum of the infinite number of terms of a GP means if n is equals to infinity. If n is equals to infinity, then Sn equals to a into r to the power n minus 1 or 1 minus r to the power n upon 1 minus r. Okay. So if n equals to infinity, then r is less than 1. Here r is less than 1 implies that r to the power n tends to 0. R to the power n tends to 0 or approximately equal to 0. Okay. Then Sn equals to or S infinity is equals to a into 1 minus 0 upon 1 minus r. So S infinity equals to a upon 1 minus r. So this is the formula. This is the formula of sum of infinite number of terms. Sum of infinite number of terms in a GP means S infinity equals to a upon 1 minus r. Okay. Now we are having another topic to find the number of terms. To find the number of terms, a particular number of terms. If we want to find the particular number of terms, so finding the number of terms in a GP. GP means geometric progression. Okay. So if we want to find two terms, then two terms are of the form a and a omega r and a r. These are two terms. Means here common ratio is r square. Common ratio is r square. Okay. Three terms. If we want to three terms, then three terms are a oblique r and a r. Okay. If we want to find four terms of a GP, then four terms are a oblique r, ar cube, and a oblique r to the power 3. Okay. So these are four terms and five terms. If we want to find five terms of a GP, then five terms are ar square, a oblique r square. Okay. So these are five terms. Here common ratio is r. Here common ratio is r square. Here common ratio is r. Okay. So if we want to find even number of terms, then common ratio is r square. If we want to find odd number of terms, then common ratio is r. Okay. So whenever we are finding the even number of terms, common ratio will be r square, and whenever we are finding the odd number of terms, then common ratio will be r. Okay. So in this way we can find a particular number of terms. These type of terms used when we face the question finding the four terms, finding the three terms of a GP. Okay. So now we are having the next topic in geometric progression, that is inserting n geometric mean in between inserting n geometric mean in between two numbers. Inserting n geometric mean between two numbers a and b. Okay, so we want to find insert n geometric means or n numbers, n geometric mean or n numbers, so that the resulting sequence is a GP. Resulting sequence is a GP. Okay, so a is the first number, b is the last number, and we want to insert G1, G2, G3 and so on Gn in between the two numbers a and b. Okay, so whenever we are inserting n numbers between two numbers, we have to find the common ratio. Only. Okay, so here we have to find the common ratio. This resulting sequence is a GP. Such that is a GP. Here B is the last term, A is the first term. B is the last term and A is the first term. So last term is equals to first term. Into common ratio or to the power. How many total number of terms are? How many total numbers of terms are there? These are n plus 1, n plus 2. So n plus 2 minus 1. So b is equals to a r to the power n plus 1. Okay, so r to the power n plus 1 equals to b upon a. Means r is equals to b upon a to the power 1 upon n plus 1. Okay, so this is the common ratio. Okay, common ratio between these n plus 1 numbers. Okay, common ratio. Now we can find G1, G2, G3, Gn, the numbers that we want to insert in between two numbers. Okay, so first number is equals to G1, and G1 equals to A into R. This is second term. G1 is the first term that we want to find, but it is second term in the resulting sequence. Okay, so G1 first term is equals to A into R, and R is equals to B upon A raised to the power 1 upon n plus 1. So this is equals to A into B upon A raised to the power 1 upon n plus 1. This is the first term. Similarly, we can find second term. So second term or second number? Second number is the third term. Second number is the third term. So G2 is equals to AR square, and so on. Gn equals to AR to the power n. AR to the power, this is n plus 1 term, AR to the power n. Okay, where R is equals to B upon A raised to the power 1 upon n plus 1. In this way, we can insert an arithmetic means between given two numbers. Okay, so these are some of the important topics of the geometric progression, in which the general term, sum of n terms, okay, common ratio, and inserting the n geometric mean. Inserting the n geometric mean between two number is the most one. Okay, now we will have the result of the geometric mean. Okay, so result of geometric progression. Some of the results of geometric progression are results of geometric progression. Results of geometric progression. in geometric progression in GP. In GP. Then what is the condition? That three numbers are in geometric progression. We know that ratio of B and A and C and B. Ratio of B and A and C and B is always same. So B square equals to AC implies that B equals to under root AC. Okay. So three numbers A, B and C are in geometric progression if B is equals to under root AC. B is equals to under root AC. Okay. This is also called as the geometric mean. Geometric mean of two numbers B and C. Third, second property is if A and B are two numbers and G be the single geometric mean between these two numbers. Then A, G, B are in GP. A, G and B are in GP means G oblique A equals to B oblique G means G square equals to AB or G equals to under root A. Okay. So G is the geometric mean. G is the geometric mean between two numbers. Okay. Geometric mean between two numbers is given as under root AB. Okay. Now the next property. Next property in this respect is property number 4. If A and G be the geometric, A be the arithmetic mean and G be the geometric mean between two numbers A and B, then A can be written down as A plus B upon 2 and G can be written down as under root AB for the same number, two numbers A and B. Okay, A can be written down as A plus B upon 2, that is arithmetic mean, and G can be written down as under root AB, that is geometric mean. Okay, so now we will find A minus G. A minus G is equals to A plus B upon 2 minus under root AB. Okay, so this is equals to taking 2 as LCM, A plus B minus 2 under root AB. Okay, this can be written down as by taking the LCM 2. So under root A square plus under root B square minus 2 under root A under root B upon 2. Okay, under root A can be written down as this, B can be written down as this, and under root A can be written down as this. So this is equals to under root A minus under root B whole square upon 2. Okay, so this is always greater than equal to 0. Square is always square of any number is always positive. So this can be written down as A minus G is greater than equals to 0, and A minus G greater than equal to 0 means A is greater than equals to G. Okay, so A is greater than equals to G. This is the relationship between arithmetic mean and geometric mean of the same two numbers, that is A and B. Okay, so this is the relation. Now the next topic that quadratic equation. If next property, that is fifth property, if A and B are the roots of quadratic equation. Okay, equation, then we know that the quadratic equation will be quadratic equation will be x square minus sum of roots multiplied by x plus product of roots that is equals to 0. Okay, we know how to find the quadratic equation whenever roots are given. We can find quadratic equation using this formula or this equation: x square minus sum of root multiplied by x plus product of the roots, and a and b are the roots. Here we have learnt that a and b are the roots. So x square minus sum of roots means a plus b into x plus product of roots means ab, and this is equals to 0. Okay, now in a recent property we have learned that a is equals to a plus b upon 2 and g is equals to under root ab. So a plus b is equals to 2 into arithmetic mean a, and ab is equals to g square, geometric mean square. Now putting a plus b equals to 2a in equation number first and g square equals to ab. So we will have quadratic equation x square minus 2a into x plus g square equals to 0. Okay, so this is the quadratic equation in terms of arithmetic mean and geometric mean of the numbers which are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, so this is one more property of the geometrical progression. Okay, now the next property in this respect is if next property that is seventh property is if a1 a2 a3 and so on n are n terms of a geometric progression. Okay, then product of the terms at equal distances from beginning and from end is always same. Okay, means the product of first and last term is equals to the product of second and second last term. Third and third last term is always same. Means product of the terms at equal distances from the beginning and from the end is always same, and that is equals to the product of the first and last term. Okay, means the product of first a1 and last an is equals to product of second and second last, that is an minus 1, is equal to the product of third term and third last term, that is an minus 2 is always same, and that is equals to the product of first term and the last term, that is a and a are to the power n minus 1. Okay, so this is one more property of the geometric progression. Okay, next property, that is eighth property. If we select the terms from the geometric progression at equal distances, then the terms are in geometric progression. Okay, means if a1 a2 an, if a1 a2 a3 a4 and so on an are n terms of a GP. Okay, then the terms selected at equal distances means second term, fourth term, sixth term, eighth term, or first term, third term, fifth term, or first term, fourth term, then seventh term, means the terms at equal distances of a GP are also in geometric progression. Okay, the terms selected from equal distances of the terms of GP or also in geometric progression. Okay, so these are some of the results and these are some of the formulas that we will use in solving the questions of the geometric progression, that is exercise 9.3 of the NCERT mathematics. Okay, thank you.